What's going on, guys? Sumner the Land Pioneer. I sell land on the internet. I also teach people how to do the same thing. In this video, I'm going to break down a really fascinating case study. This was a piece of land that I flipped out in Archuleta County, Colorado. What's interesting is this piece of land was listed on the MLS for over $100,000. I put it under contract for $11,000. Listed it for $24,000. The goal of this video is to show you that when it comes to land, unlike other real estate assets, we're not always going after distressed owners. In a lot of cases, we're just liquidity providers, and people in all sorts of situations, whether they're distressed or not, need liquidity. So let's dive into my computer. I'm going to show you guys exactly the full play-by-play on how I did this deal and how you can do similar deals. All right, guys, so we are in my computer. We are looking at the property, 47 Lucas Boulevard, Pagosa Springs, Colorado. I'm an open book when it comes to this stuff, so you can see here I am. Here's the APN if you guys want to go check this property out. Here's what I put it under contract for. In total, I had about $1,500 of closing costs, so I was in the thing for about $13,000 even. That's how we came to the final profit. Just while we're here too, we'll take a gander. Here's the order form. This just got contracted last week, $24,000. And here is the property, legal description, all that good stuff. But what you came here for is to understand, well, Sumner, how can I replicate something similar to this? So let's pop over to the Zillow. Here's my listing. I had it listed at $29,400. And then got negotiated down to $24,000. Let's go look at the history of this property, okay? So this property was listed at $129,000, $129,500. It's a huge ask. And the way I actually came across this property was kind of the usual route. So this property was on market. I had a campaign that went out in Colorado. These people received an offer from me for $11,000, and yeah, that was pretty much it. So I think the real goal here is understanding we need to shift our mindset when it comes to land. You know, if you're coming into this game and you have any kind of background in real estate, when it comes down to finding good deals, usually there's going to be an additional component of saying, well, the seller must be distressed. And I think in a lot of cases that's true. Single family, multifamily, commercial, like a lot of that probably is applicable. When it comes to land though, it's very different. In most cases, these owners are not distressed. I would say about maybe a third to a quarter of the individuals that I work with in terms of people that sell me their land truly have some kind of distressed event going on in their life. But in most cases, it's just saying, I want to get rid of this thing. I need instant liquidity. And that's why the service of coming in and offering liquidity for land, AKA offering cash for land, is so powerful, right? You're not working with a limited audience of, okay, there's just 1,000 people in this zip code that are tax delinquent or what have you. Really, the whole entire US is your canvas to go play with and start making offers against. And it's always shocking to me what gets accepted. And some of these people that I talk to are highly successful. They don't need the money. Really what they need though is, I just don't want to pay the taxes on it. If there's an HOA, which there was in this one, I don't want to pay any more HOA fees. I want to get out from under the thing. And so you can come in and say, well, look at Mr. Seller, I'll cover all that stuff for you and I'll take the property off your hands and I'll do it at X price and you're good to go. So the whole idea behind this video is, one, to kind of burst those limiting beliefs of thinking that you need to go after highly distressed individuals. The other thing though is, you know, if you're just starting out in the game, this was a deal which anyone could have gotten. Now the fact that I sent them direct mail is part of my process, right? But it's not something that someone else would need to go and replicate. And so quite literally what you could do, if you wanted to, if you're motivated, if you're hungry, pop up anywhere in the country. We'll look at Pagosa Springs though, and we'll go on Zillow. We're looking at just land, stuff that's actively for sale. Go down, sort by newest, scroll all the way down. Let's go to the second page. These are the properties which most desperately need liquidity, right? Come in, make an offer. just say, hey, I'll give you X, Y, and Z for this property. And you can do this with almost zero expense, right? You can get out there, get in front of sellers who are already raising their hand. They're already on market. They're already saying, I do want to sell this thing. They've just got no one that's actually generating any interest, right? You look at this listing, it's been up for 221 days, 125 views, 0 saves. No one wants the thing. But I would be happy to come in and give them a real offer, right? And so I think this is a great strategy for anyone that's just starting in land. Is first, let's remove that mindset, that limiting belief that you need to go after deals that are distressed. And once we remove that, we can realize that, hey, we can go after any property. And if you're just getting in the game, you don't need to spend a lot of money. Hop on a place like Zillow and start making offers, right? Look at these properties that have been up here for a dog's age. Shoot your shot. Say, hey, I'll pay you, in this case, I'll pay you 10 grand, I'll pay you 5 grand, whatever it is. And yes, everything in this business is a numbers game. Is the first person that you reach out to going to say, yeah, I will sell? No, most definitely not. You probably need to make a couple hundred offers, maybe even 1,000 offers before you get a deal. But it's certainly worth your time. You can go make $11,000 and do it in a few hours. And really, this is available to anyone that's out there. So the impetus of this video is to say that if you're just getting into land, don't go after distressed sellers. If you don't have a big marketing budget, you don't know where to start with aggregating data, you don't know how to mail and price these mailers, just go with the stuff that's on market. Go after it, make your offers on there, negotiate a deal. You can so quickly figure out what the comps are because you can look, we can actually just do it right now. You could pop over, you could look at the sold listings, and boom, you've got comps. You know exactly what you can go out there and offer these individuals. So that's my advice to you guys that are just getting started in the game. Go after stuff that's on the market to get started. Experiment with it. Yes, direct mail is the most scalable model. That's what I would encourage everyone to use once you get to some level of consistency and you're doing deals. Or if you're starting out and you've already got a background in this stuff and you know how to do direct mail, dive into that. You don't need to start here. But if you're really new to it, I advise go out there and make some offers, see what you can make happen. And I think you'll be pretty shocked at the kind of deals that you can put together.